Please state your name and date of birth.
My name is Victoria Millette Ramirez, and my birth date is February 23rd, 1949. I moved into Venice probably around 1958. My mom bought a house. She remarried and bought a house on Amoroso, east of Lincoln Boulevard. And we moved in there, and I lived there actually, went to school, St. Mark's, and then I went to St. Monica's and graduated. And I was there till I was about 19 years old. I went into St. Mark's, it was on Coeur d'Alene, and it was kind of cool because when I went to my classroom, my cousin was there, Vivica Madrid, and they used to live right here on 28th Street, right on the Walk Street near the ocean. So, and then I went to school with her till the 8th grade. I had a girlfriend who used to live right next to the fire department. So I would walk down Venice Boulevard. They used to have the train tracks and the trains there, and we would go up there, The walk streets were great. The plant, my mom used to like tulips, so sometimes I'd take a cutting, so she could plant it in the yard. I remember going with my great-grandmother to Venice Beach. They used to have wrestling matches there, and Freddie Blassie, and probably people don't even know about that, but that used to be fun. They at Venice Beach used to have these big rocks right on and you used to be able to stand on it and take the sand away, but they eventually took that, and before they put the rocks there, the waves used to come and clash. It used to be fun just to stand there and let the waves hit you. And so then, I went to St. Monica's, and then I got hired at the post office. And I guess the difference in the post office was, there was a lot of hippies, and hodads, as we called them. Mexicans were called hodads, the way they dressed with their pants creased and everything. But everybody, more or less got along. I worked at the post office. Guys would come in with their underwear or dressed like women. But it was like no big, we were just like, what? But everybody more or less got along. In Venice, when they first had property and stuff like that, it was very reasonable. My mom bought her house there on Amoroso for like $16,000, $2,000 down. So a lot of Mexican people, I think, could afford to move there, whereas they weren't given the opportunity, which made it nice. And then my sisters, they went to Walgrove. And, everybody knew everybody. You walked to school, everybody knew the crossing guard. And, my mom had 5 kids, so when we were all in school, she probably was like, hallelujah, I got this time to myself, because she's one of the few of all her sisters. She's the only one that drove and had a car. So, she could go visit her sisters, go visit her mom. And, she got to know neighbors. She spoke Spanish. But not only did she have friends, Mexican friends, she Anglos, and she would talk to them, go to their house. She even worked at a shop there on Lincoln. It was called the 123 shop. And, she'd help people, get their clothes, and people remember her. And then after I got married, I bought a house off of Venice Boulevard, Mar Vista. And then my husband decided he got into doing body work. So he saw that there's for rent property at 595 Venice Boulevard in Venice. So he went and talked to the gentleman, and he asked him, he'd like to rent it. And he kind of more or less told him, he goes, well, take me to your house. And my husband, Mario, goes, to my house? Okay. So he took us to the house. He walked through, and I was there sitting with my mom. I go, why are you bringing this guy to the house? Well, Then he went back. He goes, okay, I'll rent to you. And he gave my husband a chance. He had only been here, we came here probably when he was about 16. And he took a chance, but he was smart. I'm going to rent to you month to month. But my husband was there over 40 years at Mars Body Shop, month to month. When he first opened, he didn't, everything was by hand, his estimates or whatever. And he'd get all different kinds of people in there. I think I stayed in Venice because I felt like I belonged, I thought that home, it was where I was raised. It was where I was given my faith, which I appreciated from my mom. And I just enjoyed it. I felt at home. You go to the beach, go to the movies, go to the Fox Theater, sit in the crying room and make a lot of noise. Roll down the aisles, knock people over, it was fun. People felt that they could be themselves, I believe, when I was growing up in Venice. Something I guess that people might not know about Venice is that it is very diversified, and it's a beachy town. And I don't really cuss, but it's bitchin' too, and you're free-spirited. I'm proud that I lived in Venice. So a lot of people wouldn't know that, but I'm proud then and now. And viva Venice.